I'm more bullish than ever on XRP, and in today's video, I'm going to explain why. If you'll bear with me for a minute, I want to play a clip for you from Coach JV over at 3T Warrior Academy. If you are not subscribed to this man, I definitely think you're missing out, so you might want to go check him out. But I'm going to play this video real quick, and we'll get into the rest of the video. So bear with me 1 second. I'm going to play this video on 1.5 speed so that we can get through to the content, and I'll get with you on the other side.
Can't contemplate large numbers. So we're excited about tokenization. There's $20 billion. Stocks are $110 trillion, right? Bonds are $140 trillion. Real estate is like $250 trillion. ETFs are $30 trillion. The point I made in the memo is that the tokenization market could 10,000x.
10,000x. The bamboo farmer, guys. Be the bamboo farmer. Pick assets that you believe are going to beat regulation, or not beat regulation, be here when regulation. Because, you think about the auto boom, the .com boom, you always end up with the big three, the big four. I just did a huge consolidation, which I'll break down on the back end of this video. I sold 17 cryptos, and I'll share with you on the back end what I consolidated into.
And still have room to grow. And while that sounds like a crazy idea, you have the CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, saying every asset will be tokenized. You have Paul Atkins, the chair of the most important regulator, saying every asset will be tokenized. You have every major Wall Street firm hiring people to tokenize it. Like, the world is screaming at you that everything is going to be tokenized. We're going to go from 20 billion to 200 trillion, and crypto's like, nah. They won't listen. And I think that is just a really significant opportunity.
Wild, right? I mean, just digest that. Well, let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth. This was October 14th, 2025.
Then we overlay investment technology and now digital. We're the firm that more and more people are going to worldwide.
What do you mean by digital?
I do believe we're just at the beginning of the tokenization of all assets, from real estate to equities to bonds across the board.
It's very loud here. It's very loud, but it's good. Capital's at work. Yeah, you like that.
I love capital at work. Yeah. But there's $4.1 trillion of money in sitting globally in digital wallets. A lot of that money is outside the United States. If we can tokenize an ETF, digitize that ETF, we can have investors who are just beginning to, invest in markets through, let's say, crypto. They're investing in it, but now we can get them into the more traditional long-term retirement products. So we look at that as the next wave of opportunity for BlackRock over the next tens of years.
Okay. The next wave of opportunity. So just logic, guys, logic. Are you going to listen to hype on the internet, the craziness that comes out, the clickbait, or are you going to watch what the real money is doing? This is the largest asset manager in the world. From the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed, probably everything you touch, from your toothpaste to the water that you drink, they own a part of it, guys. So go look up global GDP. They have 11 trillion. They're bigger than most countries' GDPs. He now sits as the head of the World Economic Forum. Because of the files that came out, the CEO of the World Economic Forum is gone. He stepped down. Guys, we're seeing a dismantling of the centralized system to decentralization. But here's the thing. Now they're inviting you in because they're prepared to profit off of it. Remember they told you the juice for money laundering? You're a criminal if you trade it. But now they're telling you water's warm. Come on in. That's how it always happens. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. Draper, we're in regulation and joining phase, so you got to be patient, okay? So the DTCC tokenization is evolving from concept towards integration with market infrastructure. The foundation explainer breaks down the basics outlines of the DTC tokenization services is designed to extend trusted markets infrastructure into blockchain-enabled markets while supporting established investor protection models.
Everything is going to be tokenized. Everything. You're not going to be able to stop this. Everything is going to be tokenized. You need to pick assets that are going to make it past regulation. Now, we know that XRP has already won the lawsuits. They've already been through the whole SEC debacle, and they have proven that they will be around. So why not choose XRP? And another thing that I want to choose in my portfolio is Solana. I'm definitely bullish on Solana and XRP above all else. But in this video, I'm going to focus more on XRP. The banks are after our stablecoin yield. They want a piece of our money, those bastards. They want to give us 0.05 on our money that we have with them, while they take upwards of 0.5 or 0.7% interest, and it's our money. So if you check my bank account, there's no money in it. There's zero money in my savings. I hold my money in stable coins so that I can collect a yield on that. I'm going to put my money wherever it's going to work. Let's check this video out real quick.
As you know, the reason why we do not have a bill is because the banks do not want to give yield on stable coins because it impacts their bottom line. And they're only happy with paying you less than 1%. Well, they're raking it in. So President Trump posted on Truth Social yesterday, the Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks, and that is not acceptable. We are not going to allow it. The U.S. needs to get market structure done ASAP. Americans should earn more money on their money. The banks are hitting record profits, and we're not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. I appreciate him for this. And I'm so glad that he called it out the way that he did.
Concerned because they say, oh, well, Trump's been bankrupt several times and Trump's this and that and Trump's horrible with money. But if you ask me, I think Trump is a genius with money. And you have to follow the money because you got the ABTC, American Bitcoin by Eric Trump, and it's a mining company. That's their stock. You got them building the WLFI platform out with the USDG dollar pegged to the dollar. I think that's a stable coin. Then you got WLFI with the Witkoff boys and the Trump boys. Anything that Trump puts his name on as far as his crypto or as far as the stocks is going to boom. And I guarantee you they're going to make way more money in crypto and stocks than they ever did in real estate. Goldman Sachs discloses holding $2.36 billion worth of crypto. So you got 1.1 billion in Bitcoin, you got 1 billion in Ethereum, 153 million in XRP, and 108 million in Solana. So this goes back to where I said you want to pick the assets that are going to pass regulation. And I guarantee you these 4 are going to pass. That's why I'm positioning myself in these. I'm just building the bag. I'm holding and I'm not concerned with price action. I'm not concerned with shorting the market. I'm not concerned with trading. I'm not concerned with any of that. By far my biggest earner, I guarantee it. And I'm not concerned on the daily with checking my portfolio. I'm not worried or concerned with what's the price going to be tomorrow, the next day, because these are all long-term positions for me. You put your money into something that you don't have to check daily, that you can walk away from the apps, that you can go take a vacation for a week if you want to and not be concerned about price action because you have put yourself into assets that you trust. And I know that this is crypto and we could be here today, gone tomorrow. But for me, when I first started investing in crypto, I was in all types of crazy assets. I was investing in a lot of meme coins. I was investing in low cap, micro cap coins. Just daily, I was checking the portfolio. I was checking the apps. And it could have been because I was a new investor, but it also was because I was in something that was so volatile that it caused me stress at night. I sold all those positions. I consolidated them into positions that I trust. The worry and concern and the stress, the anxiety is all gone for me. And I suggest that you do the same thing for yourself because this is about building wealth for the future. It's about taking care of our families. It's about generational wealth. It's about leaving something for our kids. That's what I'm in crypto for. Quick short video just to encourage those that may need some encouraging and give a salute to those that are still here and those that are positioning themselves for the future. I'm going to do it for this one. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Till then, God bless.